What up, YouTube? This is your boy Liger, one half of Enduro, and after taking a week from YouTube basically and not posting no vids, yeah, I'm back and I gotta basically talk about E3. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinions about E3, about from all three big companies, third parties, all that stuff. Yeah, they're gonna mix in, but I mean, I'll talk about the three companies. PC. You know, Bethesda has some great games coming out, Fallout, stuff with other guys and stuff like that. That's good for people who want that. I'm not gonna bring it down because that's what they want. That's good. So let's get down to the nitty gritty right off the bat. Let's talk about Sony. Now, Sony, they had their press conference. Let's talk about Sony and their press conference, I should say. Sony had their press conference. And I want to talk about these games that I saw come out. Basically, Horizon Zero Dawn looks like a good game. I like the way it looks. Very good game by Guerrilla Studios. I like the whole mesh between animals of robots being dinosaurs and you surviving. It's like a Tomb Raider style kind of thing. That's cool. I like that. No problem. That's a very good game. That's looked promising. Of course. Then they showed. I'm not going in typical order. I'm just going to bring out certain stuff that stands out to me. No More Skies. They showed more stuff about No More Skies. Guys playing it. I'll say one thing. The way he showed it off, it looks good. The visual art style, I do like. I have no problem with that. The visual art style is good. It's something like that I like. Like I said, I love color more than just trying to get that graphic fidelity of realistic graphics. But that's my opinion in that way. But it looks good. Gameplay is what it's supposed to be. You're traveling. You want space and floor. That's for certain people. Again, that's cool. There's no such thing as gonna be infinite. He ain't got the process to do that. You are gonna run over things over and over again. It's just not. We're not at that stage right now when it comes to doing stuff like this. Oh, it's gonna be every time it's gonna be different. No, it's not. But nothing wrong against the game. Nothing wrong against the game. The game is doing good. So let me talk about Media Crates with their thing called Dreams. It's basically a content creator. It looks pretty cool. Love the way the video shows off that anybody could create these crazy things. I love stuff like this. It's not a game per se, but I like when people could create stuff and have fun with it. I could see some people gonna put up some cool YouTube videos about this, and I like that. So shout out to those guys. That looks good. You know, it's not for certain people, but again, I'm not gonna be down if it's not for you. It's not for me. It's for somebody out there to enjoy it. They did it. It's a mass-produced product. That's what it's gonna be. But that did look good, and I like the video they did. That was awesome. Firewatch, kind of like a what do you call it? Valve. I forgot what the shooter is. Kind of look like that. Looks alright. Didn't pique my interest, but again, I ain't got nothing negative to say about that. I have to say, Uncharted. That looks good. It had a little glitch at the end, and hopefully again, Naughty Dog is gonna work that out because Drake was not moving. Kind of rough on that, but again, if they booted up and they played it, and for the Uncharted guys out there, I think it's gonna be a good game. You know what? It looks good. Again, I'm happy that they pushed it back so they can work out all the bugs. I don't want you guys to get a buggy game. I want you guys to get a great experience. The fourth game in the franchise, bam, Sony, Uncharted, Naughty Dogs, knock it out of the park. That's supposed to be a good thing. I want people to enjoy their games. All right, so the big reveal was, Last Guardian is not vaporware. You know what? I'm cool with that. That's pretty cool. I have nothing wrong to say with that. I like the art style. Again, people say about the graphics is dated. It's an art style. That game, if that game come out next year, it's gonna last 10 years. Kind of like a Wind Waker or certain games. It's gonna last 10 years. This greedy lifestyle that people want, trust me, it don't translate very good when you're crunching different polygons and everything 10 years from now with a different software. But it looks alright. I can't say. I'll say this. It looks more like, again, like an Order 1887. Again, if you ever check my channel, I did not bash Order 1887. Who wants to buy it, they buy it. Again, that's how I am as a gamer. I'm the weird person in this gaming community because I don't, I come with logical common sense and just look and be happy that people enjoy games. But it looks cinematic. I don't know if that looked like a bunch of QTE moments because it don't feel like a gameplay game. But again, if you love that kind of style of doing that, again, Dreams is not a gameplay game as well too. So yeah, I have no problem with that. I just hope it comes out, people do it. I like the Ico team. I wish these guys well, and it looks pretty cool. So there's some other things in there that that stands out to me, but I'll bring it up later on. Now the Ratchet and I have to say, Sony. The Ratchet and Clank, really? No Ratchet and Clank? Come on, man. We already showed the trailers of it. I think some that people will get to it, but you know what? It is. People still know that the game is coming out with the movie, so it's an exclusive to Sony. That's good. You guys are getting your exclusives set up for next year. That's a good thing. I want people who bought the PlayStation 4 enjoy their games. So with that said, let's change over to Microsoft. Now, Microsoft, you guys started off with Halo. I gotta put a little dig right here. Halo, then pre-order right in the pre-order items I was talking about. Yeah, right there. Really, you pre-order already for it. Again, this gaming bubble is gonna be popping soon because you guys doing stuff, but I'll try to stay positive again. Halo and Gears of War, they still have Gears of War 3 and Gears of War collection, and then you have Gears of War 4. I'll say this: I saw the live feed. I couldn't see nothing. I bet you the game's gonna be awesome. I bet the game's gonna be phenomenal for people who call the Xbox crowd or shooters. So I'm not saying it's bad games, but it's too dark. I can't see nothing. If it was like a platformer, like Shovel Knight or something, where you use the dark and lightning to do something kind of just to it, that's cool. But I can't see jack squat. I didn't see what the hell was going on. I mean, that's a technique some people use to hide it. I doubt they're gonna do that, but I just don't like that kind of setup. So I couldn't see nothing to give you a full honest opinion about it. But it looks, like I said, I know they're gonna be cool games. As long as the people take their time with it, they're gonna do that. Recore. Let me stop there for a second. Recore. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Recore." I've seen some people saying, "Oh, Nintendo fans gonna be mad that they can't play this game because it's by the developers of it was the makers who made Metroid Prime and Kenji Inafune." All right, stop. This is something that I just again show you how journalism sucks. But let's stop right there and say something. All right. First of all, Kenji Inafune, I have mad respects for him. No problem. He's doing this. He's spreading his talent around, making these games. That's good. I have mad respect for him as a developer and a director and a game designer. I have no problems with Kenji Inafune. Amateur Studios. I'm sorry. Right now, they gotta prove something to me. They have not proved nothing to me yet. Cause most of the games they've done in the Blackgate they did from scratch. Most of the games they have done is ports, which basically working off of somebody else's work to do something. Now the whole Metroid Prime. They from the creators of Metroid Prime and all that stuff. Mark Martin was directing. You have a couple graphic designers. Those guys didn't make Metroid. Shigeru Miyamoto saw what they had and say, "This won't work. Turn it into a Metroid." They did, and they went off of designs that the Japanese team did. So they were on even though he was the director, he was still getting directed by somebody else to change the game. As again with the whole third person view and the morph ball and all that stuff. Nintendo helped that. And also, these guys were still taking, even when they were designing stuff, they had, the good design stuff, but they started to take from Nintendo's library to make these games and sketches. Again, if you buy the special edition, you find the sketch pads and all that stuff. You find out who really, most of the people were Japanese designers, not these guys. They just made it look a little more refined, a little more whatever, but they still had to take the idea from somebody else to improve something. And the next thing is, They did not do the coding. Kisuke Tanabe, the guy, he did the coding to make sure Samus didn't clip through a wall or fall through a pit when he ain't supposed to do. That's what I care about as me coming from, seeing from the developer side. That's something I care about. Amateur has not proven itself right now. They got Bloodstain gonna do for the Wii U and the Vita. Let's see how they're gonna do. If they're gonna do the use the engine, Unreal 4 engine and everything to make this game. Again, I have a video about that, talking about that thing. I hope that they should have just not port it and just start from the bottom up on that game. But let's see what happens. Because remember, Kenji Inafune, what he's doing with NC Creates, those guys have done games on it and they built from the bottom up. But again, they have not proven nothing to me. Doesn't say that the game is not a bad game. It looks promising and I hope it's a good game. I'm just saying, I'm just a little hesitant on the backstory of stuff, and a lot of people don't know that part of the Metroid development, which is crazy. And again, the medias don't even point that crap out. So, Recore, that looks good. I have no problem with that. Then we have Dark Souls. All right, Bloodstain came out for PlayStation 4. Not Bloodstain, I'm sorry, Bloodborne. And you got a Dark Souls come for Xbox. That's cool. That's good. People wanted that game. It looks good. I know what people are looking for, so I know people are hyped for that game. That is good. Then we have the Rare Collection. I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm cool with it. You're getting 30 games for $30. That's not a bad deal. That's a cool deal right there to start off. You're getting some bad games with some good games. And that's typical, because like the Smash Pack for Dreamcast, you got to get some bad games for some good games, and the same thing with Capcom's collection and everything. So that's nothing new, and that's a good, like I said, that's a good deal. 30 games for the thing. But you're getting again nuts and bolts. You're getting like I said, the Perfect Dark. The original one got redone, but how should I say? The other one not so good. The Zero. Wasn't really that good, but again, your choice. You buy the game. Like I said, not a bad deal. With that said, now the part I was saying when Phil Spencer said, "Oh, we have Battletoads, we're gonna do this and do this stuff like that," I was like, I kind of saw it that they were going to do what I thought they were gonna do. I know they weren't gonna do no new Battletoads video game. Most of the guys on Xbox don't know about Battletoads or even play the game Battletoads. Xbox is a shooter console. It just is what it is. So, I kind of saw that was going to happen to something like that, and yeah, I was proven right. So I'm not surprised by that. So let's keep on going now. Next thing that they showed right there that was pretty cool, Fable Legends. It's basically made its name on an Xbox console. People who want that, it looks pretty cool. Y'all go ahead and enjoy that right now. That looks awesome. And what else we have here? Sea of Thieves. Look like an MMO. Hope that is it's the first IP from Rare that's not a Avatar and stuff like that. I hope it sells good, and I hope it's a good game. That's all I hope for. It's something different. It's something, at least they're trying to stay, get an exclusive and stay out of, of being commonplace with the shooters and everything else. Even though most of E3 was basically 75% shooters anyway, but still, it was alright that they got out to that. So with that said, the next thing I will bring up is the backwards capability. That's cool. That's awesome. I'm happy that Microsoft and everybody said, hey, let's do that. That's a good thing. That's a good step. It's a half step. It's not like Nintendo, but it's not like Sony. But it's better than Sony's. As it is cool that later on by the end of the year, you can play 100 games from the Xbox 360. That's a cool thing. Anybody who needed to wait to buy that console now, you should go out and buy an Xbox console now. If you're from Xbox 360, you could jump. If the most popular games out there is what you wanted, you're going to get that because it's going to be cool. But the caveat is, it all depends on the publisher, or the developer, if they're going to get the license deal and everything to work out. Because if your game was not in the top selling thing and it was everything good, or it wasn't a shooter or whatever, you just wanted something different, like a Tales of Vespa, even Vanquish, or something like that, Bayonetta, yeah, all that, you might not get it because it's so niche. So It's up to you to make that decision. It's not all the way there, but it's, you know, it's better than nothing. I'll say that. So that's good. Opinion is, I wish the Xbox should have had that from the beginning, but again, it's a pass. Pass is pass. I'm not gonna dwell on that. Let's keep it moving. And then we had the controller, the SCUF controller. Xbox One got, you know, Microsoft spent $100 million on this controller in the R&D. That's cool. It looks like a cool controller. And I have to say this, you could customize it, you get more precision, everything. It looks good. And then you hear people arguing right now in the community about, oh man, it's $150 for this thing. It's the thing about capitalism I like. You don't have to buy the thing. You have three options. Don't buy it. Buy the $100 SCUF controller from the regular people, or buy the one for $150 and get the custom buttons and everything you want. You have a choice. Stop bitching and stop arguing about that. That's a cool. They saw that a third party is doing something cool for their platform, and they said, "Hey, let's try to do it," and they did that. You're gonna get a very cool controller. Technically speaking, if I didn't have a certain stuff for my PC, I might have get one for the PC for my PC. That's a cool looking controller, I should say. That looks cool, and I have no problem with that. With that said, even before I do, because I'm gonna do Nintendo by itself, I have to say, if I have to rate all three consoles, even though I'm not into that whole thing, press conference and everything, Microsoft did very good this year. Microsoft did very good. Sony did a little better, but we know that exclusives ain't gonna be there this year. But the exclusives look good for Microsoft. They're locking a lot of stuff together, and that's cool. Now, I want to get into some topics that you know, even like I said, I watch Square Enix. We know Final Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be, you know, is basically Xbox and PlayStation 4. Hey, we know it's not gonna sell that much on the Xbox, but I'm happy that it's out. People at least Xbox who are kind of, you know, going back and forth, have a next game to play. That's pretty cool. Now, I want to bring up this right here, which is what I found out. So, PlayStation 4. You guys brought out, you know, the lead designer and creator for Shenmue. I played Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2, and people also on the original Xbox, they played that as well too. You know, it was a cool game. I like it. Played mine on the Dreamcast. It was cool. It was awesome. I was like, man, this is. And they said, oh man, it's gonna be a PlayStation. It's gonna be a PlayStation exclusive. Like, oh man, it's gonna be a PlayStation exclusive. Like, you know what? This might get me to buy a PlayStation. What? You saying something? Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to buy. It's coming to the PC? Well, I ain't gotta worry about that then. Hey, wait. Hitman's coming to the PC? Tomb Raider's coming to the PC? Deus Ex coming to the PC? A Tales game's coming to the PC? Just Cause 3 also is coming to the PC? What's going on? Final Fantasy 7? Wait, that's a time exclusive? It might come to the PC? Well, oh man, this is getting crazy. Wait, you telling me Cuphead, that cool anime, the cool indie game that Microsoft showed, that's PC? Fall Legend is PC? What the heck is going on? Why would I? You see, this is the thing I have with those consoles. And nothing against them. They're great consoles, but I have a PC. I could play those games on my PC and get the better version because people mod it and do all this stuff. So yeah, Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah, I'm Black Ops 3. Oh man, that looks cool. Dang. Wait a minute. I got me an adapter that could use my remote and nunchuck. And oh yes, Xbox guys. Yes, to get a SCUF controller, you guys were talking about, oh, it's gonna be precision. You're still behind mouse and keyboard, and you're still behind the remote and nunchuck. The precision. You got the best precision for a dual stick analog. That is true, but you're still behind those, and still behind those. You can ask the Treyarch team about that when they talk about the remote nunchuck, how that was set up. But I gonna get Black Ops 3, all those games. I can get it on PC, and basically that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, That's a problem what those consoles have when most of their big blockbuster games that they're gonna sell the most is multi-plat. You don't have nothing that makes me want to go buy the console. That's something that's kind of thing. Again, Shenmue, I was gonna buy that, and now I gotta wait for PC. And right now it looks like basically at this point right now it got funded, so hell, I'm good. So with that said, that's my recap of Microsoft and Xbox. That's my recap of Sony and Microsoft. Compared to last year E3, the console's been out. This E3 has been a little bit better than last year because the consoles are out, games are there. I can't really say nothing bad about it because there's some cool things are coming down the road. And again, I see some other stuff that I'm gonna do in my part 2 of recap with the Nintendo thing because I saw some cool games, but like I said, you know what? Oh, I forgot. Final Fantasy 7. They're trying to remake Final Fantasy 7. I'll say this part right here. That looks like a cool game, and I bet it come to PC. But I even give that a little caveat because if it's all that new graphics and it's old style kind of battle system, I might get it. The battle system is basically what will make and break it for that game. If he has the battle system like 15, that looks awesome. Final Fantasy 15 battle system looks very cool, and that looks like something that I should be getting into. So we'll see how that works out. Shoot, that might come to PC as well too. We'll see. But anyway, that's I would say, like I said, out of all 3 conferences, Microsoft was the best one, and like I said, Sony did better than last year. Like I said, Sony and Microsoft did better last year. So you know what? Everybody did better than last year, which is good. So you know what? Again, let's get to Nintendo. That'll be part 2. I'll put the link in this video so you can jump straight to that one and see what I talk about. Cause the atmosphere is crazy in that one. And I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about that, just like I gave my honest opinion about the Sony and Microsoft conference. I'm gonna try to keep it all good and positive. Again, I didn't hate on nobody's videos, and again, if the game was not meant for me, it was not meant for me. But I don't bash games because again, there are preferences out there. People like what they like. And with that said, I do my usual. There's never been a perfect game out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply play your game.